What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have several very important news. The real bombshell for today's video is that, well, potentially we have an evidence that former MMTLP executives and for now Metamaterials board of directors are hiding some information that might be important for the solution, for the people who are inside this story, who've been here for almost 3 years. And guys, before we dive deep into all of this, today is the last day of 50% discount to be my Patreon, and the only thing that you need to do is just to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account with limited time offer, Black Friday 50% discount. And guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Here are just a few of my trade results from the first half of October. But don't wait, this offer is available for a limited time only. Once the spots are filled, enrollment will close. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market. So, and let's begin with this update. Basically, we are about to see a 3 years anniversary of the MMTLP saga, and right here you can see that Zinc wrote this. MMTLP, December 9th anniversary input. As we approach the 3-year anniversary of the MMTLP halt on December the 9th of 2025, we are gathering ideas from the community. Have questions, suggestions, special guest requests, or anything you feel could help. We now have a submission form for you to share your input below. And here is the link to this form. And guys, to be honest, I'm really disappointed that some people inside MMTLP community still think that they can collect some ideas and share these ideas to the community, and the community will magically solve this problem. It will not happen. The only path that can lead us to just some kind of resolution is the litigation path. And for now, I believe more and more people understand it, and in my opinion, this will be the real path to the resolution one way or another. Let me show you another quite interesting update from Paul T. He wrote it just literally a couple of minutes ago. He wrote, top story, US Appeals Court orders SEC to review short selling rules. And guys, this might be quite interesting because in general it is related to the bigger problem of the US stock market. And well, let me play just the beginning of this video and you can understand the narrative.
Welcome back. A U.S. Appeals Court ordering the Securities and Exchange Commission to review the economic impact of Biden-era short-selling rules. The agency now tasked with better analyzing the costs and benefits, the decision now falling to the commission's new leadership under President Trump, as regulators focus on modernizing IPO rules to strengthen capital markets. Joining me now is SEC Commissioner Mark Ueda. Commissioner, great to have you this morning. Thanks so much for being here. What's your take on these short-selling rules?
Great. Well, good morning, Maria, and it's great to follow Secretary Bessent. So the appeals court struck down not only the short sales rule, but the securities lending rule, 2 of them. It is yet another black eye for the SEC. In fact, it is somewhat emblematic.
And guys, I don't want to play the entire video for you. It is quite long, 11 minutes long video. If you want, you can watch it by yourself, but in general, this might be quite interesting update in the bigger picture of the US stock market, the story of the US stock market. That is why, guys, keep an eye on this news as well. And let me show you another update. Here is the Rob Carter's Twitter account, and he was a member of MMTLP community who tries to help. Basically, he's trying to spread this information to his audience as well. But his approach is, in my opinion, one-sided approach. He's trying to blame authorities only, and he doesn't want to see that the problem potentially might be inside the MMTLP community, and to be more precise, inside the board of directors of former MMTLP, Torchlight Energy and Metamaterials executives, and to the current board of directors. Here is the tweet that he wrote on November 23rd. He wrote, MMTLP Army, who's next? Need to keep this story moving. Give me suggestions for the interview. And Bailey DeVroe wrote this. Ask the CEO of MMTLP why they never paid rent for 5 years and lost the MMTLP assets. And Rob Carter responded, would that have anything to do with it being allowed, wait a second, by the regulatory bodies or ignored by our elected representatives? Can you answer? And Bailey responded, the company does not mention anything about the stuff you are being told. He sold last few weeks and days and made $50 million and has not even done the bare minimum since. Sam wrote this, no, just scam insiders and CEOs. And while it would be nice if magical regulators could be everywhere, all the time protecting you from fraudsters, it's not possible. Instead, Americans can shut them down before they even start by not giving them their money next time. Brian also added, they blew Rob, Burda and McCabe made money, not the regulators. How were they able to do that but not us? And I have to admit that I see that more and more people understand that the problem might be much more complicated, and the people who tried and who said that they are protecting MMTLP shareholders, they did completely opposite. And in a minute, I will show you that we still have more. We have basically more evidence right now that some people are not doing what they're supposed to do. Let me show you that another person who previously was very active inside the MMTLP community, Junk Savvy, for now keeps silence, and she just she publishes just random tweets on different topics, but it is not directly related to her previous activity inside the MMTLP community. She made a lot of space calls and she did it basically on a daily basis, but for now she is completely silent, and she is one of the people who tried to push the case, who tried to find the solution through the non-litigation path to the resolution. But in my opinion, it doesn't work, and I believe that she received some kind of cease and desist order. That is why she's extremely quiet right now. And let me show you the news that potentially might be very important, and that comes from people who are trying to push the case through the litigational path. So, RareDD just a couple of months ago wrote the tweet about 1,000 days since FINRA's U3 halt, and Due Diligence responded to this tweet just 5 hours ago. He wrote, see the bottom red box. That snip is from a conversation I had with TD, who provides so-called guidance to brokers. My guess is FINRA. And let me show you this screenshot in details. You can see that it is a conversation between Steven and Andrew. Andrew is definitely Due Diligence. And here is the second highlighted part. First of all, Andrew asked, so if I don't sell by Monday, close of day, I'm going into the private company, right? And here is the answer. This one has been very limited as far as insight. That is basically what the guidance says. But sadly, we can't really provide any additional insight, since we really don't have any other information. Our corporate actions team have advised that any other questions should be directed to the transfer agent, American Stock Transfer Trust Company, also MMTLP Investor Relations, Mark Kamanowski, and here is the phone number and email. So definitely this mention of some kind of guidance that was used by TD Ameritrade in order to say in order to make a statement about the last trading day of MMTLP shares might come from FINRA, and if so, guys, this can be useful in one of our litigation processes. And here is the tweet that was written by Scipio. And he wrote, "Thanks for sharing this." And Scipio is the person who filed a lawsuit, the most recent lawsuit. I believe he filed it at the very beginning of the month of July. And this lawsuit is active somewhere here. Wait a second. Here's Kelly versus Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. The most recent update was made on November 23rd, and yes, this lawsuit was filed on July the 2nd. This is an active lawsuit, and we have a lot of updates from William Kelly. Let me show you that potentially this information might also, might also be used by Scipio, by William Kelly, in his litigation process. On top of that, let me show you this. Keycap wrote this just a couple of days ago. Kelly versus FINRA update. Both sides just agreed to extend FINRA's deadline to December the 5th of 2025. The exact date FINRA fraud chief Sam Dreddy told the SEC they were bullshit in MMTLP and MMAT on December the 5th of 2022. 3 years apart, same date, from secret blue sheets to federal court accountability. Here's why this moment is huge. Ultra-wires equals beyond their legal authority. If the judge finds FINRA exceeded the powers Congress gave it during the MMTLP halt, then FINRA's actions are not shielded. Immunity falls apart. The court can review and rule on what they did. FINRA immunity is not absolute. If the halt was an ultra-wires action or a Section 19D limitation of access without proper notice, the judge can pierce immunity and force FINRA onto the record. This is the closest investors have ever come to getting MMTLP in front of the federal judge on these merits. Stay locked in, the momentum is building. And the deadline is December the 5th, as you can see right here. But Scipio wrote this. Lot of hype about the 5th, but unfortunately that date is very likely going to be pushed out another 7 days. And 7 days, guys, is nothing in comparison to the 3 years of MMTLP saga since the U3 halt. That is why I believe that we can wait, but mark your calendars on somewhere in the middle of December we might see this information. On top of that, let me show you another update from Scott Trott, and he's also fighting on the litigation on several litigations, and he wrote this. If anyone has the complete timeline of Clinton plant posting the faked oil well drilling reports using the Texas Railroad Commission website, the NBH numbers and possibly even the TRCH numbers beforehand, starting in April of 2022, and then continuing onwards with all of his posts, it would be helpful. Please DM me, or if you have my email, send it. And Sam wrote this. This has been well documented by many. And she refers to her own tweet that she wrote on July 21st with the detailed timeline how she plant made false screenshots of the oil and gas assets. And definitely this should be very important evidence of the wrongdoers in general and of the board of directors in particular, because C-Plant is the person who was hired by Gregory McCabe, and he was paid, he received a substantial remuneration for this so-called job. And yes, this evidence are well documented. On top of that, I want to pay your attention to the real bombshell of today's video. Here is another, quite interesting, in my opinion, part of the space call. And right here you can see that it was hosted by Roman Supes, and Jennifer Vetrana and Mark Basile were the people who attended to this space call. And Jennifer Vetrana wrote this tweet on November 26th. She wrote, "Thank you very much," and she responded to MMTLP History Channel. Let me show you, let me play this entire part of this space call for you.
How are you?
Hello, Mark. How are you? Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hi.
So Wes Christian and Shareintel data. I know that Metamaterials had hired Wes, who aggregated about several months of Shareintel data, both on the MMAT and MMTLP ticker. That information is sitting in some sort of online cloud vault waiting to be used. And I'm not sure, other than that, I know he has the data. I don't know what the data shows, but he has not got the green light from Meta to go after anybody.
Okay. So maybe that's what all of us need to be asking Metamaterials for.
Well, I don't think they're going to give it to you. It's this. First of all, the data was expensive to aggregate,
Right.
and who knows what kind of deals that Meta may have cut with any third parties that may or may not prevent the release of that data. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm just speculating like everybody else does online because I don't know. And I'm on the treadmill, so I'm sorry if I sound a little winded. But I know that Wes has been working on this with Alan Pollack and 2 or 3 experts that they have analyzing the data. I'm sure they filed their report already with Meta, and for some reason, Meta has chosen not to move forward at this point in time. So that's all I can speak to, because that's all I know about it.
And there's no way to, like, for you, if, it's in your client's interest to somehow get that from them. I don't know if that's possible, but, or if, that's even in the realm, but.
Well, look.
So guys, as you can see, Mark Basile admitted that Wes Christian collected a lot of information from Shareintel data, and we know and we can assume that Shareintel has all the data that MMTLP community is desperately needed, because these data might shed a lot of light to the number of shares that were issued and that were shorted potentially on the open market. And this information was collected by Wes Christian, and let me remind you that he was hired by John Burda as well, and his flamethrower, and he was hired to find out the discrepancies, let's put it this way, in the actions that were made by authorities back in the days. And allegedly, he has this information right now, according to Mark Basile, and for some reason, Metamaterials doesn't allow him to disclose this information, or he doesn't want to disclose this information himself, or this information is completely useless. This is also another option. And in general, guys, as you can see, we have a lot of information that is hidden. And that is hidden by the people who had and who has the obligation to fight for shareholders, but instead of this, they are fighting on completely opposite side, and it is very sad for me to see this. Basically, that is why I'm trying to help you to find the resolution, but as I mentioned multiple times, I see the only path to the resolution, and it is the litigation processes. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life I'm